Francis Dvornik, in Czech František Dvornik, was a priest and academic, and one of the leading 20th-century experts on Slavic and Byzantine history, and on relations between the churches of Rome and Constantinople. Career: Dvornik taught at Charles University in Prague, the College of France, and Harvard University. Arguably Dvornik's greatest contribution to research lay in rehabilitation, from a Catholic standpoint, of the Byzantine patriarch and writer, Photius. In 1956 Harvard University Press published a collection of essays dedicated to F. Dvornik on the occasion of his 60th birthday. Bibliography: books Les Slaves, Byzance Romo ixe Cycli. Travaux publiés par l'Institut d'études slaves No. 4, Paris. Champion, 1926. Reprinted 1970. La vie de Saint Grégoire le Décapolité les slaves macédoniens oixe Cycli. Travaux publiés par l'Institut d'études slaves No. 5, Paris. Champion, 1926. Zivites vate acute vaclavicatis ishimu virusija home use ksmrti. Prague, 1929. In French as Saint Wenceslas, Duc de Bohème, Martyr. Prague. Comité du Millénaire de Street. Wenceslas, 1929. In English as The Life of Saint Wenceslas. Prague. State Printing Office, 1929. Les légendes de Constantin et de méthode. Vues de Byzance. Recueil pour l'étude des relations byzantino-slaves. Supplémentaire. Prague. Commissionaire, Orbus, 1933. Second edition Hattiesburg. Academic International, 1969. The Phocian Schism. History and Legend. Cambridge University Press, 1948. Reprinted 1970. In French as Le Schisme de Photius. Histoire et Légende. Unum Sanctum 19. Paris. Editions du Cerf, 1950. With a preface by Yves Conga. The Idea of Apostolicity in Byzantium and the Legend of the Apostle Andrew. Dumbarton Oaks Studies 4. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Harvard University Press, 1958. The Making of Central and Eastern Europe. London. Polish Research Center, 1949. Second edition Gulf Breeze, FLA. Academic International Press, 1974. In Czech. Zrod Strenievich Odny Evropy. Mezi Byzantia Rimem, translated by Petr Sluneko. Edici Obzorno. 21. Prague. Prostor, 1999. Second edition 2008. The Slavs. Their Early History and Civilization. Boston. American Academy of Arts and Sciences, 1956. Reprinted 1959. In Italian. Gli Slava. Storia e civiltà dall'origine al secolo XIII. Collana di Studi sull'Europa Oriental 13. Padua. Liviana, 1974. The Ecumenical Councils. 20th Century Encyclopedia of Catholicism 82. New York. Hawthorne Books, 1961. In the United Kingdom as the General Councils of the Church. Faith and Fact Books 83. London. Burns Notes, 1961. The Slavs in European History and Civilization. New Brunswick, NJ. Rutgers University Press, 1962. Russian edition, Moscow, 2001. Byzance la Primaute Romaine. Unum Sanctum 49. Paris. Editions du Cerf, 1964. In English. Byzantium and the Roman Primacy. New York. Fordham University Press, 1966. Corrected edition 1979. Early Christian and Byzantine Political Philosophy. Dumbarton Oaks Studies 9. Washington. Dumbarton Oaks Center for Byzantine Studies, 1966. 2 vols. Svatý Vojitek. Druhý pražský biskup. Solzema No. 1, Rim. Cresta NSKA Academy, 1967. Svatý Václav. Dedexeskazema, Sulzema No. 3, Rim. Cresta NSKA Academy, 1968. Les Slaves. Histoire et Civilisation. De l'Antiquité au début de l'époque contemporaine. Translated by Daniel Pavlevsky with the collaboration of Marussia Kapaliansky. Paris. Seuil, 1970. French combination of the Slavs and the Slavs in European history and civilization. Byzantine missions among the Slavs. Rutgers Byzantine Series. New Brunswick, N.J. Rutgers University Press, 1970. Phocian and Byzantine Ecclesiastical Studies. Collected Studies 32. Variorum Collected Studies Series. London. Variorum reprints, 1974. Origins of Intelligence Services. The Ancient Near East, Persia, Greece, Rome, Byzantium, the Arab Muslim Empires, the Mongol Empire, China, Muscovy. New Brunswick, N.J. Rutgers University Press, 1974. Lectures and Articles. Le premier schisme de Photios, in actis du Congrès international des études byzantines. Bulletin de l'Institut archéologique bulgare, IX, 1935. Le Communicité du Huitima concile dans la tradition occidentale du Moyen Âge. Bulletins de la classe des lettres et des sciences morales et politiques, 5th Sir, Volume 24, pp. 445 to 487. The First Wave of the Drang Nat Kosten. Cambridge Historical Journal 7-3, pp. 129 to 145. National Churches and the Church Universal. Eastern Churches Quarterly 5. The Study of Church History and Christian Reunion. Eastern Churches Quarterly 6. The Diffusion of Greek Culture. 6. Byzantium and the North. Geographical Magazine 19, pp. 295 to 304. The Kiev State and its relations with Western Europe. Transactions of the Royal Historical Society, pp. 27 to 46. Reprinted in Essays in Medieval History, selected from the Transactions of the Royal Historical Society on the occasion of its centenary. Edited by R. W. Southern. London. Macmillan, 1968. The Diffusion of Greek Culture. 9. Byzantine Influences in Russia. Geographical Magazine 20, pp. 29 to 40. The Phocian Schism in Western and Eastern Tradition. The Cornice Lecture, given at King's College, University of London, May 8, 1947. Printed in the Review of Politics 10-3, pp. 310-331. Byzance, les Slaves et les Francs. Russie et Création 3-4. Phocias et la réorganisation de l'Académie patriarcale. Mélanges Paul Peters, Volume 2. Brussels. Société des Bollandistes, 1950, pp. 108-125. Pope Gelasius and Emperor Anastasius I. Byzantinische Zeitschrift 44, pp. 111-116. Les Benedictins et la Christianisation de la Russie, in 1054-1954. L'Église et les Églises. 9 cycles de Dolores séparation entre l'Orient et l'Occident. Études et travaux sur l'unité chrétienne office Dom Lambert Baudouin. Cheviton. Editions de Cheviton, 1954, pp. 323-349. The Medieval Cultural Heritage of the Mid-European Area. Review of Politics 18-4, pp. 487-507. The Byzantine Church and the Immaculate Conception, in the Dogma of the Immaculate Conception, edited by Edward D. O'Connor. Notre Dame, IND. University of Notre Dame Press, 1958, pp. 87-112. Die Benediktiner und die Christianisierung Russlands. Benediktinische Monatschrift 35-4, pp. 292-310. Patriarch Photius, scholar and statesman, Classical Folio 13, pp. 3-18, 14, pp. 2-22. The Patriarch Photius and Roman Primacy. Chicago Studies, pp. 94-107. The Slavs Between East and West. Marquette University Slavic Institute Papers No. 19. Milwaukee, Wis. Marquette University, Slavic Institute, 1964. Die Bedeutung der Brüder und Method für die Slaven und Kirchengeschichte. Festvortrag in Prolegomena ad acta Congressis Historiae Slavici Salzburgensis in Memoriam SS. Cyrilliae Methodiano 1963 Celebratio. Wiesbaden. Otto Harrisowitz, 1964, pp. 17-32. The Significance of the Missions of Cyril and Methodius. Slavic Review 23-2, pp. 195-211. SS. Cyril et méthode la christianisation des slaves. Slavic and East European Studies 8, pp. 132-152. Two Problems in the History of St. Constantine Cyril, in Festschrift für die Meitrigkeit 70. Geburtstag. Munich. Wilhelm Fink Verlag, 1966, pp. 181-186. Patriarch Ignatius and Caesar Bardis. Byzantino-Slavica 27-1, pp. 7-22. The Embassies of Constantine Cyril and Photius to the Arabs, into honor Roman Jakobson. Essays on the occasion of his 70th birthday. The Hague. Mouton, 1967, pp. 569-576. The Byzantine Mission to Moravia, in Czechoslovakia, Past and Present, edited by Miloslav Reichtsegel. Volume 2. Essays on the Arts and Sciences. Mouton, 1968, pp. 1107-1121. Missions of the Greek and Western Churches in the East during the Middle Ages. Lecture at the 13th International Congress of Historical Sciences, Moscow, 1970. Photius, Nicholas I and Hadrian II, Byzantino-Slavic of 34-1, pp. 33-50.